planning out my monthly spread has not been a huge priority for me. However, I have felt like an increased level of anxiety, so I'm kind of hoping that planning out my month view will kind of help, you know, calm that down a little bit, because things have just been kind of so unpredictable as 2020 has been overall. But when I was sitting down the other day to plan my 2020, it was like I wasn't ready. I just... I felt really, really overwhelmed. And then I realized I really just need to plan this space out and get a better idea of what this month has ahead for us. And of course, one of the things I didn't plan was I didn't order anything for this month, and that's perfectly fine. Lots of people don't use monthly kits, but I had been using them for several months, and then I sat down to plan and realized I don't have a kit. I think it's going to be okay though. So I went ahead and I think I might have shared this previously, but Planner Kate does have matching washi for some of her kits. And this one I had ordered to match a kit that I have not used yet, and it is just so pretty and colorful. So it will go with just about any month, no matter what the color theme is in the planner that you're using. And in the MakseLife, the numbers this month and the habit trackers are all kind of this lighter aqua blue kind of color. So I thought it would be fun to just sort of try and integrate that somehow in this spread without worrying too much about it being perfect or looking perfect. So I won't have a way to really cover up the extra days carried over from September. So I thought maybe just, I don't know, adding some washi, although it's going to cover like everything. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But I do have these month stickers from Planner Kate, and October is orange, so maybe we could try that. And I can just kind of create my own kit. Sometimes we just have to do those things. And this is like ridiculously crooked per usual. So I was thinking, oh my God, how am I going to plan without a kit? Like, who even does that? I probably didn't use kits for several years, so it's actually not normal for me to use monthly kits. I only started it just a couple months ago. It just wasn't a huge priority to me. But then they started to become really fun to use. So I think I'm just going to place it right here in the middle. And then I'm going to use the coordinating mini washi. And it just says thankful, autumn, harvest, traditions, pumpkins, all of those kind of fun things across it. And I'm just going to put that right below it. And that'll just kind of make it look like a kit that I don't have. All right, let's do the same thing for the other half. I didn't really want to cover the quote, but it seems like I should since I put the washi on the other side there. And let's see if I can get this straight. Of course I cannot. So I actually don't have a whole lot to plan for the month. It literally has been, and this has been like for the majority of 2020, it's literally just been, you know, as things pop up, then we'll plan for them. We haven't planned too far in advance, so it'll be interesting. But the holidays are coming, and that's one of the things that I am super excited about. I know holidays will look different this year, just, you know, depending on how things go. So I actually like how that looks. I think it looks great. Okay. So let's talk about how I want to plan this out since I don't have a kit. So I think I'm going to incorporate from my little Planner Kate binder here some icons to mark paydays. Let's see if I can find some orange ones, of course. And I'm going to combine, and I may just take these out of the binder because I'm going to have to keep flipping back and forth, which is not super convenient. And then the Paydays script stickers from Planner Kate as well. I think that those will work really well. One of the things that I don't have is some of the different school schedule things going on, just because we've kind of been getting those pretty last minute. It hasn't been very fun, but I kind of get it as well. They've just kind of had to shift gears as needed, and sometimes it can be kind of last minute. So recently they just incorporated a bunch of half days, like literally giving everyone a week in advance, a week advance notice, I should say. And I can only imagine how difficult that is because I have an older child, how difficult that could be for those with younger kids to just suddenly be like, you know what, we have a half day here. I think about those parents that work outside of the home, and that could be tough to just throw that in there and maybe not be able to give a boss enough notice. But I also understand that these times are indeed unprecedented and we have to be flexible. My hope, though, is that employers are also being flexible. I know some are, and I also know that some aren't. So anyway, that was my whole tangent on that. Okay, paydays are down. Oh, I've got one more. Let's see, we will put it down for the 20th. So that is my YouTube payday, kind of. Sometimes I don't get it till the next day, but we're gonna put that down. Anyway, all right, those are all of the paydays. Let's see, now we've got, one of the things I definitely wanted to mark was MakseLife. So they are turning 1 on the 3rd. I was gonna say 3 on the 3rd. My goodness, it's only been 1 year. So maybe I will use an event label instead of a dot, maybe. Let's see what we can find. I'm noticing my event label inventory, not these weird or different shapes, I should say. But here we go. Let's do, I don't know. Again, I'm team yellow with MakseLife, so we're just gonna do yellow for that day and see if I can't find those balloons again that I couldn't find last week that suddenly appeared out of nowhere. They're in here. I know that they're in here. I just, for some reason, don't know exactly where I put them. I think they're with the doodles. They might be, okay, here we go. Found them. I think I will put a, yeah, this'll work. The green would work too, but I don't have green. Surprise. Okay. So we will do that for MakseLife. And then the actual launch for MakseLife is on the 21st. And luckily I had one more of those event labels. I'm running out of a lot of those. I really need to go through my inventory and see what it is that I actually need, and probably place a pretty decent order for some event labels because I'm running out. There we go, we've got that down. And then let's see, I do have, as far as doctor's appointments go, I have got some on the 22nd and the 23rd, and one is for my mammogram. I've been, and I know that I've mentioned this before, but I actually get them every 6 months until I get the all clear from my doctor, which just hasn't happened yet. But I think it'll be fine. Let's see, I think I might have an appointment label though, or not. I might not have one. Let's see, I have meeting, I do. I have these doctor's appointment ones, and they take up a little bit less space. And I'll do both of those in the orange since they are both for me. And I think we also have Nathan's orthodontist appointment as well this month. I need to look that up really quick, but there's my mammogram appointment. And I need to double check what time that is. I do know that the day before I have another cardiology appointment, and that is at 2. Hopefully I get some good news there. I think that one is going to be more of a follow-up from just seeing how things are going with the beta blocker. I think they're going to monitor me once a month and see how things go from there, see if they need to adjust anything, and move forward. So hopefully we're at a place where I can just stay on one medication only. All right, so let's see what else. There's Halloween. I don't really decorate for Halloween. I mean, I will in my weekly spread, but not necessarily in my monthly spread. All right, so that is it for like the big things for the month. It's mainly just paydays and doctor's appointments. That's just how it's been. We're not going out on the boat this time of the year. It's just too cold and the water's too cold. It's just no fun. And it's like a really rainy season for us here. So there's more of a possibility that we would just have to cancel. Anyway, So one of the things that I love doing in my monthly spread is adding the holidays from the Christiane Designs Celebration Collection. And I have got my binder right here, and let me see, did I even do this in September? I know I skipped a few months because of everything that was going on. I didn't feel like putting down any holidays. Oh, there's Cat Day. All right, so there are several of these for the month of October. Oh, and there's a bunch like all on the 31st. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Luckily, it's over here on this part of the spread, so I can just overlap if I need to, because we all know kind of what we're doing on Halloween if you celebrate. Although I'm gonna say it should be interesting because I feel like the rules are different everywhere just based on where you live for how the whole giving out candy thing is going to happen. We've been given guidelines by our city, and it honestly is very confusing. And I genuinely just feel for the kids who were probably like super excited to go trick-or-treating, and now things are going to be altered, obviously, but for safety reasons, so it's like a necessary thing that has to happen. So it's just kind of tough all around. So all right, let's start with getting these holidays down. Went ahead and put all of the holidays. I'm trying to make them fit without covering up the 31st, but it's just gonna have to happen. There's 4 holidays that day. Oh my goodness, that sticker, I destroyed it pulling it off my pulling it off the sheet. All right, I think I got all of the holidays. Oh my gosh, daylight saving time is November 1st. That's the one that I struggle with probably the most. All right, I think I got them all. And then one of the other things that I kind of wanted to share was my quarterly compass assessment through MakseLife. It is one of my favorite things in this planner. It gives you a area to rate your satisfaction in these parts of your life, and I think it's such a great part of this planner. If you're considering ordering the MakseLife later on this month on the 21st, this is such a great area, like once a quarter, to just kind of sit down and see how you feel about these areas of your life. And I think one of the things that I love about this planner and the process that Sierra has created is that it's okay if you have low scores. It's okay if you have high scores one quarter and then it goes way down, or the other way around. I think it's just important to take pause and think about where you are and the areas that you might need to shift focus to in this particular quarter. So for me, it's fun and recreation. I definitely need to work on that, but it's honestly, it's just been a little bit hard with COVID. I don't know if I need to sit down and get creative with my ideas or different things for our family, or just maybe revisit some of the things that weren't safe before that are now seemingly safe now. I know even the military has changed a lot of things for soldiers and their families, and saying that we can do more things in public places. So a lot of it is just personal, like how I feel personally about those things. And it's not necessarily that we can't go or that it's restricted. It's that I personally haven't felt safe. So I don't know if I need to like let that guard down a little bit and just chill the hell out and, you know, try to do more of those things. And then of course the other one that's kind of rated low is work and learning. And without going into too many details, just my work life outside of my YouTube work and social media work is just, it's always been kind of low, to be quite honest. Like I don't really know how to fix that issue other than leaving. if I'm being 1000% honest. So that's where I'm at there. Everything else rated pretty high, between 7 and 10, and there was like a lot of great improvement. So what I like about this sheet is that it kind of gives you a space to put down how you scored yourself in the previous quarter, and then rate yourself currently, and really just kind of take a look and sit back on and see where you need to focus on. So I highly recommend it. I do believe that this is also still a free printable on the MakseLife website. You just need to register with your email. And you can try this out yourself and see if it's something that can work for you. And maybe that can kind of shift you towards using the MakseLife planner, because all of this is always incorporated throughout the planner, weekly, monthly, and quarterly. All right, so that is everything for my pretty minimal October plan with me. I cannot wait to see what this month holds. It is the start of the last 90 days of this year, or 90-ish days. I know there's a couple extra days in there. So I'm really just, I'm trying to go in these 90 days very optimistically, which has been very tough, to be quite frank, but I am trying to remain optimistic, but realistic. So I would love to hear from you what you are looking forward to most in the month of October. Mine may not come till Halloween, because I love some candy. All right, everyone, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you are already subscribed, make sure you click that notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. I do post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in my next video.